Oh, God. Oh, my God.
She was in Ghost Rider, right?
Which one?
Or which she?
That's more what I meant. Yeah. Are you
Eva
talking about Gina
Mendes?
Gershon?
Dad, never mind. Fuck.
Yeah,
They
you
all
are
look the
wrong.
same. All women look the same to me.
Gina Gershon was in Face Off, though.
That's what I'm thinking of. Fuck.
This movie bored my face off.
Ooh.
All right. Well,
Okay.
it was good. It was good to be here.
Yeah, thank you all for being here. See you next time.
I mean, it would be great if we just ended it right now so Nick does technically miss a single episode.
I think it was last Saturday. I bought a teapot new in the box at Goodwill. And when I got home and unboxed it to wash it, it was packed with bags of shrooms.
Nice.
Yeah, just freebies. I love it.
Goodwill drugs, man.
Just Lucy's.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So how many trips have you gone on?
I'm not doing that.
Take the drugs.
I'm not.
Take the drugs,
I am
or
not taking thrift store drugs.
What's the worst thing you could find in a teapot from a Goodwill?
The movie. What was it?
Inconceivable.
Imbecile.
It would be amazing if you opened up a teapot and you found Inconceivable inside of it, and you're just like, "Ah, man, now I got to burn this teapot."
Bummer. At least you'd have a pretty cool like tea thingy to set it on. What do they call those? It's like a coaster for your teapot. It's a thingamabob. It's
When it's when it's
not
hot.
Yeah, it's not a trivet. It's a.
Because
I think it's a trivet.
specifically, it seems like it would be a trivet.
You would think it's a trivet.
It feels trivet-esque.
Yeah. This whole thing seems very trivety. No, I'll never know. I'll never know.
And we're not going to look it up.
No.
So
This isn't a teapot podcast.
No.
if only it were
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, I know.
Weirdly, at this point, it's still a Nicolas Cage podcast. Having said that, welcome back to Cage Match, a roundabout way of meeting Nicolas Cage. I'm Sean, here with my co-host and our producer.
Peter, hello.
And we welcome back our special guest, Adam. Say hi, Adam.
It's good to be back. I'm glad we're doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Is this your third?
I was wondering that. I think it's my fourth because I think I did both National Treasures,
Mm-hmm.
and then I did Crowley's Mandolin against
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
9mm.
9mm. Oh God, those movies sucked.
8mm, but close enough.
8mm.
Yeah.
I believe you made that same mistake when we did that episode.
I definitely did.
Sean is not the person I expect to make gun-related slip of the tongue.
Yeah,
action.
right.
I
So there
live
it
in
is.
Oregon now.
So now you love guns?
I
Yep.
love guns.
That's what they do. Yeah.
That's what they do.
I didn't know.
Yeah, they
No,
just
that was an Oregon
I
thing.
love guns and Jesus.
they just hang out the side of the Max like shooting guns.
Nice.
Get on TriMet,
Hell
shooting
yeah.
guns.
Shooting guns.
Uh-huh.
Haven't you watched Fox News lately?
When they
True.
pull the teapot off the stove, they just set it on a gun to keep it from burning the countertop. Fucking love guns, dude.
All right. Cool. Oregon rules.
Yeah.
There was only a device for that. That's definitely called a trivet.
No. It's a gun coaster.
Got it.
Nailed it.
So we're in the thick of the 2017 Nick Cage movies, which are all medium bad to bad. This one also is from that same year. It is called Inconceivable. It is.
The man had a dinosaur skull to pay off. He was still making
He did have a
payments.
dinosaur skull to pay off. Yeah. Where do we begin with this one?
Well, this movie was written by 3 high school sophomore boys, and it was directed by 2 other high school sophomore boys.
Mm-hmm.
It opens with
That explains the boobs.
It opens with yep.
I thought we were gonna have a great movie. I saw 2 pairs of boobs.
It opens with
Shit.
Nicolas Cage jogging, ostensibly to make him relatable as a human.
It was maybe the most real looking human man running I've seen
Yeah.
him do.
Oh yeah, he looked like shit.
He and his wife played doctors, and
Like in the sexy way?
sure.
They
Why
try
not?
a few times, but to zero results.
Yeah.
And let's see, early in the movie, his wife takes their daughter to the park because every scene either happens around a dinner table in their backyard or at this one part of this one park because the set didn't exist.
There was a lake too.
And let's see, there she
They blew it all on that
The lake.
house, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, every interior shot is definitely shot in that house on some other room in that house.
Totally.
The hospital house.
House. Yep.
Hospital.
It's just the one. Yeah, it's like the office.
It's
It
upsettingly
is an arse.
large.
Doctor money, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We fucked up.
I know, right?
So
By being an idiot.
while at the park in the first 3 to 5 minutes of the movie, she meets her friend there who also has a small kid, and then some random woman who does not have a small kid and is just hanging out at this kid park.
That's their
And
best friend.
And then they all become best friends and get a little wine drunk on a play date and then have a sleepover, which I guess is just a totally normal fucking thing that grown-ups accidentally do when they don't really know each other.
Again, written by teenagers, it makes sense. It's like, and then they all fell asleep in their underwear.
Yeah, right.
After having a pillow fight.
So the next morning, the new friend, I don't remember the actor's name.
Katie.
She's Australian.
Oh, Nikki Whalen.
There you go. So she's just making everybody breakfast, and Nick Cage is just like super fine that there's just a rando stranger in their house making breakfast. And from there,
Well, he was fine when he saw the weird sleepover.
Yeah,
too.
right.
He was just like, well, girls are gonna be girls.
yeah. And so there's like definitely like time jumps in this script, but they don't really address that. So you're not sure if the next scene is happening like later that afternoon or 8 months later. You don't know.
It's not until like you get to measure like a pregnancy
This
that
is-
you have any.
That
like,
is
clue.
the only part of this script that allows the viewer any opportunity for inference.
Yeah.
Like every other part of the script is like, I'm using this scene to tell the viewer exactly what's happening in the plot.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're going back to like they're all sitting around having dinner in a backyard. This could have been the next day. It could have been the same day. It could have been 6 months later from the breakfast.
Right.
And she becomes their nanny.
In the weirdest, most contrived scene possible. She's like, I have to leave town for work. No, just move in with us. Okay.
Why don't you just stay? You're so cool
Yeah.
and fun and nice. And my daughter loves you.
It was like Renee Zellweger with "You Had Me at Hello," just like stopping and being like, "Fine, I'll go along with what you're saying." Except it was dumber
Mm-hmm.
and way more painful to watch.
Oh god, it was terrible.
So then she becomes the nanny and starts kind of like fucking the third friend that introduced them all. And then
That lady's jacked, by the way.
and then
Oh, yeah.
and then
And stacked.
Jacked and stacked.
she moved. So she also moves in with them, and that had to happen just for the obligatory like tit scene, so they could show some boobs, which again had nothing to do with anything. That was just like she just like went into the pool one night, and then that was the end of the scene. And
In her underwear, but topless.
yeah,
Like,
right.
My favorite review of this film, part of it just says, "There's no need to see Nikki Whalen's boobs. We already know what a good actress she is." It's just such a great dig.
Oh, actually, it's probably important to bring up that right before, or what led into the boob scene, Nick Cage and
Gina Gershon.
thank you, Gina Gershon. He was trying to get fresh with her.
Gina Gherkin.
She said no because she had just had a miscarriage, and so we're starting to get this idea that they have trouble conceiving, and they already have one daughter.
This was a very confusing time jump too,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she just like it feels like she had the miscarriage, and then he's like, "Well, let me get up in there." And it's
Well,
like,
and
whoa.
also,
That's
again, talking
bold.
time jumps, she's like announces to her friend, you know, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm pregnant. Don't tell. I haven't even talked to Brian yet." And then it's like immediate time jump, uncertain amount of time, miscarriage. It's like, is it the next day?
yeah.
Maybe, yeah. You probably shouldn't have told Brian.
Yeah, probably not. Boy, that's confusing. I wish I had more context for the miscarriage. Like, was she like trampolining a lot? Like, there's so much in that time period that I wish I had.
So many hot wings.
I needed more from this movie. I needed more constantly.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh,
Just
boy.
craving more.
It really had me on the edge of my seat the whole time.
This movie desperately needed an editor. There were just so many scenes where it's like, okay, so they're sitting around explaining the plot to each other at the dinner table. And then it would be like, well, now would you like some more lemonade? It's like, no, thank you. I'm okay. Do you need any help cleaning up the dishes? Sure, I guess so. And then it would cut. It's like, what?
Yeah.
This movie needed an adult, somebody to just say, no, you don't get to make this movie. No.
I just had no idea what this movie was trying to be. Like every 15 minutes, I thought it was trying to be a different movie. So it's like, okay, so she's trying to steal Gina Gershon's family and like steal the husband and like, you know, hand that rocks the cradle. No, that's not it. She's an abuse victim who got away from her husband because that's the first scene of the movie. Nope. The movie just left out crucial context that she was just a kidnapper. But wait, I'm the baby's real mother, but she's crazy. No, she's actually like an egg donor. It just every 20 minutes, they're like, here's something even weirder.
But delivered with no panache at all.
I had made a note at one point that this script felt like the product of like a semester long, like high school film class project.
Totally.
That like, okay, so we're going to make a psych thriller. What are the larger tropes that always go into that? Do that.
Boobs.
And then any other thing that they wanted to put in there, it was like, we don't have time for it. we just got to, each scene has to be exactly something that would be in a psychological thriller.
And it has to feel way longer than it actually is at every step of the movie.
No, what this feels like to me, this is just a really improv exercise that went way too far because every scene, yes, ands the last scene too much.
Yeah.
Like first scene, battered wife running away, accidentally kills her husband. Cool. In hiding, brown hair. Can't tell it's the same person. Next scene. Wait, she actually killed the mother and kidnapped the baby. Wait, next scene. She was actually the biological mother of the baby because she donated her eggs. Next scene. And just every scene just takes it up another notch.
Except with no energy.
But with no energy.
It's sideways notches. Man. Okay. So this movie it's an hour and 40 minutes long and it felt like fucking 5 hours. And it didn't help that Rachel was doing taxes while I was watching this and both the girls were struggling to fall asleep. So I was constantly having to get up and like help out a child or like answer a tax filing question. And I'm like, this thing never ends. It never ends.
I remember you texting me when you're just like, oh my God, I still have 50 minutes of this.
It took me 3 hours to watch it and I didn't have anything else going on. Like I blocked out the time I needed and was like, great, I'll be done with this by 3 this afternoon. And I was not because I just had to keep pausing and like, I had to go do something else.
Yeah.
And eventually I'd be like, wow, I really need to get this watched or
I did the
you
same
have to remind
thing.
yourself that you want to live.
I did the same. Every 20 minutes, I'm like, I'm going to pause this and go just question all my life decisions for a bit and then come
Just
back.
crank one out real quick. I got to feel good.
We're saying the same thing.
Oh man. Yeah. No, I powerhoused it. I didn't stop. I don't think I even like stood up. I just sat down and I was like, fucking get it over with. Let's just go.
Didn't blink once.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Josie held my eyes open.
Your blue eyes just were crystal.
Yeah, those like blue eye contacts. At one point, like Gina Gershon's in the bathroom and she finds those and she's like, oh my God, she wears contacts. I'm like, motherfucker, we just had a close-up shot of you. You're wearing contacts. Yeah. I can see your contacts.
I've also... I mean, everybody's guilty of opening a medicine cabinet, your host's medicine cabinet when you're over for dinner party or whatever. I have never looked inside somebody's contacts case.
Opened them up?
Yeah.
Just
been like, I'm curious.
Just check. I bet that bitch
just
is Hazel.
Try them on. Like, oh, let's see what her fucking eyes do. Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, you are blind. Gross.
Everything.
Why do people put on somebody's glasses and go, oh my God, you're so blind? It's like, what is your fucking frame of reference for this? These are my eyes. Like anything's bad.
Yeah, you put these on, it's gonna look fucking weird for you.
Everything in this script is sort of designed to, I don't know, it advanced the plot.
Yeah, they're
So
railroading us right through.
It was just lazy.
Slowly.
Everything was like lazy as fuck. Like, well, okay, what are we going to use for the whole entrapment thing? I don't know. Make her a drug addict. Should we explain that? Nah. We just sort of find out.
Yeah.
And it's never explained.
No.
I mean, it is explained, but just very ham-fistedly, and like where she's just like,
Yeah.
I used to be addicted to pills, but I'm not anymore. And then an hour later, they bring that back up.
Yeah. I needed it to get through the pregnancy and then the after pregnancy and then just Thursdays. Am I right?
When that came up, I was sitting there like, did I miss like 5 or 7 minutes of really crucial content in this movie? That
No.
I didn't know she'd been addicted to pills. Was this ever talked about? And I just zoned out.
I know everybody that's a big party and everyone's like, oh no, not again.
Womp, womp, womp.
Back on the pills. Jesus Christ. Come on, Angela.
Oh.
The concept of like egg donor being like, these parents aren't taking good care of my babies is kind of okay. Like, that's a decent conceptual thriller, but there's still so much that goes into like, this is all anonymous, right? So like they had to add in that extra layer of like, well, she also killed the lady who ran the department. So
Yeah,
she got the info.
donor
It's
store,
like,
egg
what the
market.
fuck, man.
Okay, if that was my business and that's the like promotional video that was shot for it, I'd fucking shutter it. There's no fucking reason to have a business with promotional video that bad.
Yeah.
It looked like it was shot on an iPhone 4.
I love how, so there's the video, which is the big like giveaway for the mystery for Gina Gershon. But there's this
There was
video.
no mystery.
She calls the place to try and get some information. It's like, I'd like to talk to the one from the video. She's been dead for 4 years.
Why didn't you
Suicide,
take down the
apparently.
video?
Yeah, exactly. Get a different video. Fuck.
Perfect opportunity. Clearly, she greenlit the shit video. She's gone. Let's get somebody new in there. Let's get a fresh fucking face. Or just a close-up on eggs.
Repaint that goddamn wall.
Yeah.
But the third friend, when she was murdered, like the very next scene, 2 strangers find her murdered body, and then it's just like never
And then
addressed.
nobody talks about it ever.
I love when they find Linda's body on the beach and those people just are walking along and then they look down and it's like,
Hey, you think
that's it.
You think that's a
Zero
dead lady?
reaction. Fucking corpse sitting on top of rocks. It's like, huh, body.
I did like, so yeah, Katie kills Linda and then it's later described as a boating accident. But I like, before the murder happens, they're on a public beach with people on it. Just everyone decided to leave
yeah.
so a murder could happen.
I want to know why she was carrying that barbell. Like, was nobody curious? Like, oh, I'm packing my beach stuff. Here's one kettlebell. And it's like, what the fuck?
Well, Linda was jacked. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna be jacked, you got to stay jacked and keep jacking all the time.
ABHA, always be checking.
This is Ohio. It's not like Venice Beach, though. Like, it's in no way necessary.
Always be jacking. Thank you, Sean.
Sean knows how to get in shape.
Everybody jack it right now.
You remember that movie, what is it, Lady in the Water or whatever, the M. Night Shyamalan? And
Yeah.
then there was that one dude with the like
The one
Popeye
big
arm.
arm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he fucking squeezes a mad hog. That's all.
Let's talk about that movie. What are there's like creatures in there called scrunts or some shit.
Something like that. I don't know.
What a weird movie.
I haven't.
Shyamalan's a weird dude.
I only think about big arm dude.
That's the only one that matters.
Yeah. That is a life goal, to just like work out one arm super hard. Not going to be a plot point at all later.
Like I don't know. I always assumed it was Russian, but I have no idea why. You stand across from each other and you just smack one another, and each guy has like one huge arm.
Yeah.
The slap fights.
Those are pretty amazing. It is weird when you see that in slow motion too, and you can see like somebody's skull move around under their skin.
Oh,
it's like,
nice.
ugh.
They should have incorporated that into this movie.
With that barbell just braining Harry.
That would have made at least the knockout and murder scene a little more believable. Have you ever seen somebody get knocked out, or have you been knocked out?
I have
Hell
not.
yeah.
You don't stand up unconscious for 3 or 4 seconds before just kind of slightly teetering over.
Yeah, you're done.
That, I mean,
Go down like potatoes, right? It's just boom.
it's not worth getting into because there were so many other scenes in this movie that were so much dumber. But it was pretty dumb. The murder scene was really bad.
I wish they had done like
underwear
those.
for that too.
Because she had to get in the water.
So what? I mean, why didn't she take her tits out then?
Fair. Because they could only afford that
Good
once.
argument.
Thank you. They can only afford it once.
It's a public beach. There's people around. You can't be naked. You can murder people, but
Totally kill people.
Considering her penchant for drowning women, I was really hoping the pool would come into play in the third act. It doesn't.
Nope.
Also, Chekhov's fucking motorcycle. Why does Nick Cage have a motorcycle?
Again,
To show he's cool as fucking shit.
yeah, so he can get on it at the end of the movie, ride off.
He doesn't even get it on at the end of the movie.
Like
He rides it
fucking
once.
Don Johnson.
Exactly. I wish he had ridden off like Don Johnson.
Yeah.
Fuck this family.
Don Johnson had the ultimate exit. That was good. A whole different movie.
Yep. That's for the deep listeners.
I will
Last
say,
week's
this movie has nothing going for it except the last 10 minutes. I was fully on board for after Gina Gershon gets stabbed and the doctor, and they find out that Katie is the biological mother of like all the children. And then the doctor comes out and it goes into slow-mo and he like takes off the mask and gives a slow head shake and Nick Cage starts crying. And then he like gets like angry Nick Cage snarl for the rest of the film.
What was
the doctor?
what was he saying no to? Like,
That
it's
really
too
bothered
late
me.
to tell us that
Sorry,
she
man. We're
didn't
out of
make
Diet
it.
Coke.
Every attempt at an emotional beat in this film is just the film leaving out crucial information.
Yeah.
But I was so waiting for the other shoe to drop in the last scene where he like wheels Katie out to the maternity ward or the baby ward, the baby room to show her Gabriel. And Nick Cage is like, he's getting fairly unhinged and he like goes in and grabs first I thought the nurse was Gina Gershon.
I thought so too.
I was waiting for a big reveal and it didn't happen. I'm like, ah, shit.
She just turns and is like, bitch.
Grabs the baby and jumps out a window.
She's supposedly dead at this point. But then when Nick Cage goes to the room and picks up that baby, what does he say to Katie right before like he goes to see the baby? He's like, this is the last time you'll ever see him. And he goes in there. I'm like, is he gonna fucking spike that baby? I thought he was gonna like chuck it up against the glass or something.
Fuck your poisoned eggs.
I was very upset that they kept all the babies in the end.
Yeah, right.
Like, ew, God, no, I don't want your fucking wild ass crazy babies.
I mean, technically, they're
all three of these are tainted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maddie has zero relation to you.
Well, she is the sister of Cora.
Yeah.
Half sister.
and then it ends with her in that solitary padded room.
What a sick ass room though. It was huge.
I was like, yeah, I
Just
wish I had
bounce
that
around.
fucking,
Yeah.
yeah, I wish I had that much space in my apartment.
Wait, my brain must have shut off. There was a scene where she got cool padded room action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
man.
her at the end in an asylum, presumably.
Is it like a post credit scene?
No, it was
No.
before. It was before the end scene where he comes
It's
into
before
the
we see all the
bedroom and
babies.
they're all like snuggled up as a family.
Awesome. This movie gave me brain damage. Like, I fucking.
Before it ended how it started, with him finishing a jog.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the other thing. When he goes into the room and like, it's kind of like got that weird glow on it. I'm like, oh, he's had a complete mental collapse. Like she's actually dead. And he's the one in the padded room imagining like his life after his wife and baby died.
How fucking casual were those cops, by the way? Were they just in on it? Was Brian
They're
just like,
offside?
yo, dogs? You
This is going to be a great payout.
This is going to fucking slap. So I'm going to wheel the wild, crazy lady out there who just had a C-section, but don't worry, she will stand up and walk around and get super angry and pound on things. No, don't worry about it. Just wait. Just wait. Your time comes.
Trust me, I'm a doctor. She'll be fine.
We're gonna expose. We're gonna bring out my wife, and she is gonna make things even wilder. Now you can arrest. It's like casually walk up. Hey, you want to cuff yourself? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're here to arrest. Come on, lady. This movie sucks.
It does suck. There's that scene. So the doctor comes out and is like, "Oh, sorry, your wife is apparently dead."
You mean
Whatever.
the director?
Is that the director?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
amazing.
no. The doctor in the beginning, the one who sits at the like picnic table
that
twice
guy.
and doesn't say anything.
Barry,
Two different scenes, doesn't talk.
That's because he's a horrible actor. That dude is the worst.
This is his only directing credit. Everything else is like acting and producing. He is an actor.
No, he's not. That guy sucked. He was so bad.
IMDb claims that he's an actor.
He had the weirdest haircut as well.
Weird haircut, weird way of delivering lines. Man, he sucked.
Yeah.
Jonathan Baker. Yeah. But no, the doctor who comes out and is, the slow, somber head shake. And then immediately is Nick Cage in the, like, we're about to give you a C-section room. Katie just like decides that this is the time to be like, Brian, I love you. And also I'm going to like kind of kiss your face as I'm being tucked away from you.
That's delightful.
What is going on with this movie?
Wait, the director was that the guy doing the ultrasounds?
No, the director was the one that she brought the DNA sample to.
Yeah, it's this guy. Remember
Yeah.
The
that
one who
one?
has like,
Oh,
Yeah, everybody at home.
yeah.
This one.
Yeah, the picture that we're looking at.
Yeah. I mean, he
the guy
looks
with the weird
cool.
hair.
He looks like melanined. No, I take it back. My phone was just crooked. He doesn't look like anybody cool.
I mean, we can complain about any scene. Pick a scene. I can find something wrong with it. But the ultrasound scene when she like blacks out and wakes up screaming, you said it would be safe, and like nobody was like, dude, are you okay? Like
Right.
what happened to you?
It's like, it's okay. Nothing can hurt you now.
And he's just like, you're good, and so's the baby. And then they just leave.
Remember when the kids bonked heads, and
yeah.
then she's like, "Come on, let's go inside, get you some Neosporin." What? You don't put fucking Neosporin on just like a bump?
Just like loose
Yeah.
Neosporin
Hey,
on
let
your
me-
forehead.
Hey, come on, kid, let me grease up that noggin. Come on. What the fuck?
That way they just glance off each other next time.
I mean, that way when they bump heads, they slide off each other. It's fine.
That's why I always grease up my babies. Just a bunch of greasy babies.
I'm telling you, this movie was a high school film class assignment, and every student got to write one scene, and the only thing they knew about the scenes before theirs and after theirs was through the telephone game, so they kind of had the information they
Right.
needed.
It's like
There
that
are-
art exercise of an exquisite corpse where you only get part of the picture that somebody else has drawn, and then you're like, well, I'll draw from that, and then
Yeah.
you fold it again, you hand it to the next person, they continue it on.
Yeah.
There are two kids who got B pluses for writing this film, and
The ones who had the boobs.
nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of burying the lead on boobs, so there's that scene in the beginning where he's going to go to work, right?
Uh-huh.
And she's like, make sure you say, something to Beth or whatever. It's her birthday. And he's like, wait, which one? She's like, the redhead with the big. And he's like, oh yeah, the big boobs. Then when they show the work, they never show the fucking big boob lady.
Uh-uh.
They couldn't find one. Couldn't find a hot redhead with big boobs.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, come on.
Dime a dozen. Maybe that's why they didn't show it.
Maybe. Too
Okay,
common.
so-
Maybe she was also wearing a shitty wig.
I'm curious, does anybody have anything good to is there something about this movie that was like, okay, that was fine?
I thought Gina Gershon did an okay job.
Yeah. Again, I love the last 10 minutes of this movie. Again, as soon as like Dr. Head Shake comes out and it's like, and we're like, Angela's dead, I was laughing my ass off because I'm like, this movie this is like shark jumping territory for like how this is ramping up. Because like she's not dead, so like when's she gonna pop out? Like how are we gonna like? I was giddy for how that was gonna pay off.
I do like, so in the scene before they go to the hospital, when Katie like drags herself onto the knife,
Mhm.
I was like, okay, that's kind of cool scene. And then anytime somebody crazy starts beating themselves up to look like somebody else beat them up, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that
You're
header she
fucked
took
up.
into the counter was a pretty serious one.
Yeah.
That was probably the best acting of the film.
Yeah.
I know it's what I wanted to do at the same time. So I emotionally connected with somebody trying to give themselves brain trauma.
Okay, one more thing that I did like. I did like that Katie covered up Angela in all the pictures.
Oh,
like the amount of
that
petty
was
work that went
hilarious.
into that.
Yeah. Just rearrange the
The
entire
whole
fridge.
Like, wait, what the fuck? Why am I not in any of these pictures anymore?
Did anyone look up the where the fit lady is from? The best friend.
Linda?
Yeah.
No. Natalie Ava Marie was the actress.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
She's a professional wrestler. She's WWE. That's all of her credits besides this and a late Bruce Willis film, it looks like.
Oh, nice. Which one?
Oh.
I've watched a lot of late Bruce Willis films.
Hard Kill.
They're all better than this.
Hard Kill.
Hard Kill.
2020.
Yeah.
She plays Sasha Zindel.
Nice.
All right, let's watch that and then talk about that for a minute.
No, I don't want to watch any late era
No.
late era Bruce Willis.
I thought that, I mean, not that we got very many scenes with her, but I thought she stacked up as an actor. I mean,
Oh, she's
comparatively.
stacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have used a little, like Nick Cage was just kind of in a supporting role. I could have used more Nick Cage. And also from the scene where she came home like high as fuck on pills and made a big scene to the end of the movie, we had any opportunity for Nick Cage to just do a total freak out. A classic Nick Cage just screaming at everybody, going berserk, and we didn't get it. And that was kind of lame too.
Yeah, he really should have popped off on those pills that way. I love that she. Here's the scene I loved. When she got drugged up and like passed out for like 2.5 hours, just slumped over on the wheel of her car, running,
Foot on the brake, luckily.
Yeah, and it's like. Is fucking Ohio this relaxed? Like not a single cop, nobody. Like she's on the side of the road near a hospital.
Yeah, no one.
And it's just like, meh. And nothing. That's so cool. I love Ohio. Ohio, you rock. Everybody lives in country club manor houses with cool ass like the like New Orleans style fire lamps out front.
I don't think this was filmed in Ohio.
That house was so echoey when they were in the like entryway. Every scene they recorded there, it's like everybody's like lines are echoing.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys put a lot of thought into
What
this.
was the budget for this?
Do you want to guess?
Well, I know that Nick Cage presumably was paid $5 million in a briefcase.
Probably yes.
He gets to keep the briefcase.
Whoa, lucky.
I read
he's moved up.
I read that they only had a 15-day window to shoot. They certainly got done inside of that. I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't have even been 5 million.
Yeah, it's more than 5 million.
Whoa.
12.8. Yeah.
STV, I assume.
I mean STV, and then also like limited theater release. I'm sure there was 50 screens in the country showing.
Yeah, it was shown in the high school theater where it was written.
It was just shown in the back of the manor house where they shot it. They just wheeled out a fucking sheet and threw it up on a projector.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. This is one of those where I was like, I'm glad this didn't end up in the bracket as like a lark, because I remember watching the trailer for it and being like, this looks maybe interesting. You know, it's not.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it felt like it was produced by like TNT.
Yeah. And it's funny. The reason that I was kind of excited to have you on for this, Oric, was that you, well, because you are known.
Thanks, man.
You are known to have watched like a lot of Hallmarky type videos.
Hell
and things
yeah.
like that, you know, and it's like those are pretty low budget.
This was not the rom-com I was looking for.
Yeah, it's not the rom-com any of us were looking for.
See, now we've got a good prequel though for it, because we could have a rom-com prequel that would totally lead into this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could get 2 prequels out of it. One for stealing Maddie, and then one for killing poor production value egg lady.
I mean, plus we've got that could be a psych thriller all on its own. We have a whole universe
just
we
stalking
can work
her.
with.
That's
Yeah,
true.
creepy.
The inconceivable universe.
You got 3 ticking time bombs with those crazy babies.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I
And
work at a
this
high
gives us,
school
like-
now. I could probably get some kids to write scripts.
Okay, if you could replace one movie from the bracket and slot this in exactly that movie's place. I don't remember matchups.
Left
but
Behind.
You would swap out Left Behind. You'd rather watch this than Left Behind.
Those are 2 movies that I think made me the most miserable. Like Dog Eat Dog, I hated that movie so much. Another movie that she was in.
Yeah, both of those movies
she was in, and I hated both of those movies. Dog Eat Dog like repulsed me, but in a way that I was like, there's maybe something worth watching again here.
Part of me almost watched Dog Eat Dog this morning just to get the taste of Inconceivable out of my mouth and my eyes.
Yeah.
I tasted my eyes today.
But yeah, Left Behind is, I think, the one that I would pick because it was just like they're both horrible pieces of shit.
Uh-huh. I would swap out the crudes too. Throw this into the comedy or whatever, the children's section.
Yeah. It involves kids.
Yeah, it's a kids movie, whatever. It's all about kids and boobs.
I would take out The Runner just because I don't remember anything about The Runner other than its name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's one of the few ones that I actually didn't watch for this project.
Yeah, what was The Runner? It was like some he was like
political
running
thriller.
for Congress or yeah.
But he it was after Katrina and he was in a sex scandal.
Was Lawrence Fishburne in it? Oh yeah, it was the sex scandal one. Wow. That movie is so forgettable.
No, we have Lawrence Fishburne movie is coming up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have very similar cover art.
Yeah.
They look like I'm gonna watch
so
the
many
same
of these
movie
movies
again.
do at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's all that weird think tank naming convention for the movies that doesn't make any sense,
I just kept waiting for
Oh wait, I get it. Inconceivable.
oh, because you can't conceive.
It's actually clever.
Oh man, I didn't get it. Oh God.
Oh, this movie did one thing
This
right.
movie fucking rules.
I also just kept calling the movie imbecile in my head.
I was
Holy
waiting
crap.
for the Princess Bride guy to show up. And
Yeah, exactly.
You mean Wallace Shawn?
Inconceivable. Yeah.
I love Wallace Shawn.
And
It
then,
fucking rules.
then we could have had Andre the Giant. And just at the end, I don't think this movie was as good like you think it was.
Andre the Giant's corpse? What?
Yeah, just wheel
This
his
giant
ass
skeleton?
fucking skeleton out. And Weekend at Bernie's him in.
It's basically just those big Home Depot skeletons, right?
Oh man, my fucking landlord made us take down our stupid 12-foot skeleton. Skeleton's not stupid. My landlord's stupid.
Yeah, what the fuck?
With too many open units that he's got right there.
Oh,
Like our neighbor is moving out, and then the person right next, across the driveway from them, empty.
Mm.
So he's gonna have to take that down. It's like, you fucking
fuck that.
tool.
The second all those units are full, put it back.
Oh, it's
up.
going right back
Yeah.
up. It's waiting in the garage.
There's a 6-foot tall spider at the end of that driveway.
Yeah.
Your skeleton is the
Yeah.
least thing to be concerned about.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's see. Oric, do you have any other thoughts on this movie? Or other movies that are good?
I mean, I wouldn't watch it again.
I hope to forget this movie.
I thought that of all the Nick Cage movies that I got to watch over the past how many years this has been going? 4 years.
Oh.
I thought Captain Corelli's Mandolin was the one that I was like, this is the most pointless.
It's another fascist sympathizer movie.
There's nothing about this movie that needed to be put onto a screen for people to watch, but this Inconceivable takes that and goes so far with it. I mean, there's nothing about this movie that was redeemable. There's really nothing good to say about it. I think it's not even so bad that you can be like, man, it's kind of funny, because it took itself pretty seriously.
It's so
they tried for this.
Oh, yeah.
It is aggressively bad.
Oh, and even the music is just that sort of ambient nothing finger picking guitar. It sucks. The whole thing sucks.
It sounds like the way the director looks.
Only good at it.
Yeah.
Angle.
It's like, oh no, that's not quite right.
Like I mean, this sounds so judgmental. But
Not on our podcast.
watching a bad movie, it can be bad that it's funny. It can be bad that you're just sort of angry that it ever got made. And this was boring, and you're just sort of everybody involved with this was clearly just dumb because there should have been somebody that was like, guys, this doesn't work.
Yeah, this sucks.
This is like,
good.
this is really, we need to stop and do something else. Like, just burn the script. We have Nick Cage here. Let him shout a little bit. There was nothing good to say about this movie. It's just a waste of time.
Yeah. It commits the sin that you always talk about, Sean, where it's just like, it's not good enough to be anything and it's not bad enough to be fun to watch. You know, it's like,
exactly.
It's just a sad, wet fart.
Oh man. Oh, we didn't even talk about like Brian's mom this whole time.
Yeah, right. Faye Dunaway.
Yeah, Faye Dunaway with her crazy ass, like clearly not Brian's mom.
She just
accent.
had like a free weekend. Like, what was going on?
I don't know, dude. Like, that's the thing is like, we've sort of asked this question before. Like, why do some people end up in these movies? Like Gina Gershon, I can kind of understand. It's like Nikki Whalen, you know, bad actor, small career, whatever. But like Faye Dunaway is a pretty classic actor,
right?
And Nick Cage is a good actor. But like, what made him do this?
I think it's
money
and timing. It's like it's in a location where they're not upset about being for X amount of time, and
15 days apparently.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you get paid a couple million.
Yeah, it feels like it was a stopover on a flight to Louisiana for him.
Yeah,
like he's just heading down for Mardi Gras, and he's like, I'll pop in for a weekend, crank out all these shots.
ABC, always be cranking. That works better than ABJ. Always be cranking.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Sean, 60 seconds.
Yep.
Donnie, low rider.
All my friends know the low rider. The low rider is a little higher.
Okay, let's run.
Katie, an egg donor, seeks out and kills the recipients of her eggs who don't live up to her standards. Katie cozies up to the Morgans, two doctors who need a surrogate. Katie, who continues to act like a villain, has her motives questioned at every turn until the plot requires everyone ignore protagonist Angela's concerns. But it's okay, because she's a woman and used to have a pill problem. This film comes with both twist and turn by showing out-of-context scenes or half flashbacks that make Katie look like a victim rather than a killer. Ultimately, what gives Katie away is her signature calling card, a months-long mural that she paints in the homes and offices of her victims. All in all, a rather conceivably dull affair whose only high point is the surreal twist ending after the film once again lies to the viewer for a cheap emotional gut punch, Katie's orchestration of Angela's murder, which is immediately reversed as Angela is alive and not only gets her son, but Katie's daughter as Katie is hauled off to the loony bin.
And we'll put 4 seconds of fart noises at the end to fill that last bit.
I love it.
Just trombone.
Okay, so if you gave me that and asked, can you make a movie out of this? I'd be like, hell yeah.
Right. But they didn't.
No, they did not.
So the other thing about this we haven't talked about. That woman, all these dead women have that painting in their home or office and no one said bunk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Big ass like fucking calling card in every one of these crime scenes.
Also, that lady does not understand how to draw a giraffe.
No.
Everything about the paintings looked, fine for a children's room mural.
Sure.
And then a giraffe. The shittiest like
really crap
So
giraffe.
did she do the same mural twice? Did I miss
three
that?
times.
Yeah,
Three times.
it was a night scene in one of them.
Yep.
In Maddie's room. And then in
Daytime,
Cora's
Savannah,
room.
whatever.
Yeah, daytime, and then like no animals in the first one.
In the egg donor one, yeah. Oh man. Okay. Don't watch this movie, anybody, ever. So next up, we've got a movie called 211, which I'm assuming is some sort of like cop code, but I didn't bother looking it up. And I did read one review on IMDb from Craig Newman, 1973. He said, "You like wood? Great."
Boy, I'm in already. This is terrific. I love wood.
Great. Just check out the acting in this abomination. A shame as the camera work is actually okay, but the bloody acting, if you can call it that, is so stilted and forced, it's untrue.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I already hate his review of it because he said bloody.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sorry, British people. Invalid.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for listening to this one. We'll be back in 2 weeks. And if you are interested in supporting us on Patreon, we are there at Cage Match Pod. And thank you to our Sparkle Buddies, Josh, Josie, Matt, Adam, Bill, Stuart, and Willow. And to our Cage Dancers, John, Freeman, Nathan, and Cameron. And to Bill Panks for our intro music. Thank you.
We watched it, so you don't have to.
Yeah, we can just make a new pod or rename this podcast as fucking Listen, Don't Watch.
Yeah,
Listen, don't watch. No.
It's fine. Just
Don't
ignore it. Yeah.
Bye.
Is Nick just taking a huge duker?
I don't know.
It wouldn't be the first time at my house, but maybe it is. I don't know.
No, it's definitely not.
Yeah, it can't be. You pooped at my house before, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah, there we
probably vaping back there.
These youths love to vape.